Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Pandas taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Pandas return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
On second down, he'll let it fly.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first 2 plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Pandas will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Rice. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David. To make an impact from your leaders.
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams, regardless of...
Afterburners coming. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back. And listen to the roar of this crowd. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Pandas will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Rice. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob. Yeah,
and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. See if they can get it done on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Seminoles.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Pandas send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Takes a hit as he fires. Off the RPO, complete. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Noles! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because... a lot of speed, and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this game. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll go right back to it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense, quick tempo. Unloads quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35, Kansas, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking to move it through the air. Using his legs to buy some time. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Jumped on top of the pile.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On the move, it's Rice. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now on the option. The pitch. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And the Noles want to move quickly. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very well in this game so far.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And he he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little...
He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quarterback on the keeper. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
He wants to pass it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Parrish.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about...
He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
Number 9.
He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll take another shot here. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Quick toss. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
And the Pandas will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. From the gun, running back gets to give. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. No huddle, offense to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run this quarterback. Could Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Running the option, it's Wicks. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Wicks. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's
going for the big play. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the route is on. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the... Talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And now this offense will take the field again. Complete to start this drive. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Dropping back, it's Wicks. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This is a 3rd and long. They keep attacking through the air. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Pandas line up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab at the 10. Can White cross the plane to get the 6 with them? Now, the offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Florida State.
And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Barges ahead. Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target, was able to swat that ball away.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the option. He'll do it himself. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Florida State! And the punishment has been extended. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Watts. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, the running back has it. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Bulls his way forward. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Throws toward the end zone. He makes a grab. Touchdown Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. And he is snowed under. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Surprisingly, makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
This doesn't happen with just anybody in tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. They'll do the rest and make big gains.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Hold down after a pickup of 3 balls at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The back goes in motion. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, no! And the pummeling has started. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Now this offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. To the air, it's Wicks. Swings it out to the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ashley. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Pandas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Fires and picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the option. Now the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beat.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Pandas! And the defense doing work.
Touchdown,
Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. The option look. He'll pitch it. Open space at the 25. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
On the option. He'll toss it. Quick spin on the run. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Just complete and utter dominance.